All right, everybody, welcome back on this beautiful Friday to the live stream here. Friday here, specifically talking about closing day. It's been a long time in the making, and we have been working towards a steady release of more and more content to help business owners, business development managers, consultants, and just people that are contractors or freelancers, and basically, are in business for themselves. We've been wanting to add value to you guys and girls. And today we're basically now closing the doors for Business Development Accelerator. So if you have been enjoying the content that we're putting out there and you'd like some help to help you grow your business and help you create a great lifestyle simultaneously, because that's what we help you do, well then Business Development Accelerator, it is your last call today, because at midnight South Australian time, the doors are closing and we're getting to work with our new members. So what does that mean? On Monday, basically, we will be inducting our very new members, starting off with quite a few people in Europe, because we have got about 10 odd people there that are joining in. I'm just going to have a quick look again to confirm that. But yes, we got somebody in Belgium, actually somebody in UK, in Spain, in Denmark, in... hang on, where are these? Another one in France, and then there's a few others, and then a few people also in Australia coming on board. So we basically will be opening it all up, because on the 20th, I think, 20th of April, we're kicking off with 10 weeks worth of training and coaching to help people grow their business and by working smarter. And I think sometimes people really get busy being busy. And I guess it's all, let's say, a bit tricky then, because time just goes, and then we can ask ourselves, well, really, did we really achieve what we set forward to do? And if the answer is no, guess what? You got to go back to the drawing board and reinvent your entire process, which is what we help you do in Business Development Accelerator. So, look, it's been a long journey. It's been an interesting ride. We've just yesterday basically applauded our new graduates, which was 10 people in one particular business, and then 2 in another, and then 1 in another, and 1 in another. And so they basically have come out on the out of the 10-week accelerator and already had some good results along the way, which is great to see. So we're now even looking at the next 10 people. Actually, sorry, the next 40 people for one organization alone. So look, there is merit in what we do, guys. We work with you on streamlining your sales process, help you to create buy-in rather than trying to sell stuff, because gone are the days that people want to be sold to. They just don't like it, So what we want to do instead is to take people emotionally and mentally on a journey that creates buy-in, where people feel comfortable. They feel that you're with them, that you're speaking their language, that you get what they're about, that you can solve their problems, that they can trust you and rely on you. And all of that basically comes back to science. How can you use science to create an experience to your prospects and clients? That is really what it all about. So if you're looking to free up more time, make more money, and enjoy more freedom in your business as a business owner, a business development manager, or a freelancer of some kind, or even to be in a sales professional, again, seriously have a look at the Accelerator. You can see it on the link below here. It basically flashes on the screen. It is www.bramlagru.com/BD-ACC, so ACC-open. And that's where you can find out more about the Accelerator, which again, it closes tonight. Now, what would happen? Let me just walk you through in terms of what exactly you could expect should you come on board, because you want to grow your business. You haven't really figured out yet how to streamline your processes, create the buy-in, do things smarter, have more time efficiencies, and so on. And maybe you also want to use, software and let's say marketing software to help you find more leads, yes, and onboard new clients, and sometimes do it automatically without you even having to speak to them. Again, this is all part of it. So let's just have a quick summary really, to let you know what is all involved. So first of all, in the last 12 years, I've done so much training and coaching where I've seen what works and what doesn't. And so what I've done for our special members in the Accelerator is I've put together the 4 major training programs, if you like, and all the modules that go with it in a harmonious comprehensive way. And it's basically an A to Z business development success system. So everything is in there that we take you through in a 10-week journey, and where you can do some self-studies in terms of accessing the content in your own time. And then every week we help you with the implementation of it. We answer all your questions. We help you to role play important meetings ahead before you go there, because last thing you want to do is practice with an existing opportunity and shoot yourself in the foot. So we've seen that a lot of people have gotten a lot of value in the previous sessions of the Accelerator just by having, let's say, a time to practice, to discuss, to strategize, to role play, prepare for, and be challenged on the very things that they thought they should do. Here's the other thing. You want to learn how to read people. And the better you get at reading people, the easier it is for you to have a conversation where people feel that you're on the same wavelength. And I think we all say that relationship building is important in business, that trust building and rapport building is important. But guess what? Very few people have really ever learned how to do it. There is a method to it. It's not just haphazard, but most people automatically default back to whatever they have gotten to know, and they try to do it with everybody, whether it will fly or not. The fact is that when I look at certain situations, I can predict whether or not a good opportunity will crystallize or whether it will close. Why? Because we're talking about human behavior here and psychology. And there's really processes and step-by-step sequences that you can apply to help people come on board with a proposition that you have in your business, whether it's for products or services, doesn't matter, right? And so, creating that buy-in is really what we all like doing here. It's also the title of one of my books. It says, "Selling is out, create buy-in." And if you would like a free copy of that book, you can happily go to my website, bramlagru.com, and download a free copy over there. But yes, what exactly happens when you come on board? Well, first things first, on Monday, we are inducting the next few members. Like I said, many of them are from Europe this time. We've got a time zone scheduled, which is happening starting the 20th of April, where we are kicking off the 10-week training and coaching. Beforehand, people will do a latest generation advanced DISC assessment, which in this case will be the business development version. And it will give people about 40 odd pages worth of valuable insights into how they function, where their strengths lie, and where they sometimes self-sabotage. Because I can guarantee you, regardless of your DISC style, even if you've already done DISC training before, or if you've done a DISC assessment before, you will all still find, let's say, difficult people coming across your path. And those people will be the hard ones for you to convert and do business with. And see it time and time again. But here's the thing. A difficult person is just someone who is a teacher, who is wrapped in a so-called problem. But if you really look at it and recognize the opportunity, you can see that that initial difficult person is just helping you to come to terms with a lack in your behavior that doesn't help to deal with them. So in easy words said, learn how to read people, and you can easily relate to them in an effective way. And then you get the outcomes that you're after. And if I can put some numbers to this for those people that like numbers, in Australia, for example, but in most other countries as well around the world, you will find that about 12% of the general population is a highly analytical type of person. And that might be, for example, a typical accountant, or an engineer, or a lawyer, or an architect, or a project manager. They highly correlate with highly analytical competencies, and therefore they attract these type of people. So the more people in those roles, the easier they will have an analytical predisposition, which means from a seller's point of view or a business development point of view, if this is your potential client, the way that you will create buy-in with an analytical person is more logical, it's more cerebral, it's more based on facts and figures and statistics and all the nitty-gritty details. As compared to, for example, somebody who's on the complete opposite of the spectrum, which is a very highly emotional person, highly visual, doesn't like details at all, and is all about having fun and having a good experience and chatting to people. You can see already these two are a night and day of difference. And therefore, if you're not really switching gears, so to speak, in each phase of the buyer's buy-in cycle, then you're going to like here and there lose business, guaranteed, unless you've learned to read people and you know the process at each stage of the process on what to do. Like, for example, if you're at the first point of contact when you're reaching out to someone, well, chances are that you're going to treat a high I versus a high C very different right from the starting point. Yeah. Same with if you got somebody who's very results orientated and who is very fast paced, makes quick decisions, is always looking at what's in it for me. If you're reaching out to somebody like that at a networking function or through LinkedIn or by sending them an email or reaching, let's saying hello at a networking function, or even worse, picking up the phone and trying to book a meeting with him, you will find it's going to be very challenging for you to be able to speak their language, especially when you're on a phone call, when the attention span is only this short and you're trying to get through and trying to get them motivated to say, yes, let's have a chat. Let's see what you can do for our business. That is really all science. There's a science behind success in business development. And that is exactly what Business Development Accelerator is bringing to you. They're really ultimately helping you to create a great business, an amazing lifestyle simultaneously, because we believe and have seen and proven it already that you can work less, work smarter, and still get better results. It's counterintuitive, but it can happen. One case in point, one of my clients works only 20 hours a week, and he's doing a lot of business. In fact, his team has already grown to over 120 staff. And that is high performance. That is productivity for you, ladies and gentlemen. So far, I hope that you like this already, this information. Another person that I've worked with sent me a testimonial after some work we've been doing in this sort of business development environment. And he attested that his business had grown 85% in 15 months. And he had recruited more and more people locally and interstate just to be able to keep up with the delivery of their services. And so another client of mine, young man who was already a top gun by the time I found him, used to sell, let's say, products between $3,000 and $5,000, and his highest project was about $50,000 worth of business. Well, guess what? He's been in my business development programs, came out successfully, and sold multi-million-dollar services contracts as a result. And there's tons and tons of those examples already that we have so far. And so I would really love to see you also in this Business Development Accelerator course. And again, if you want to check it out, today will be closing. So make sure you go there, which is just right now on the screen, brownlegru.com/BD-ACC-open. And that's where you will find more information about it. There's a video on there. You can watch the video, and a few minutes after into the video, a button will appear, and it will basically then show you an opportunity to check out the program in all its details, which is also explained inside the video. So if you want to watch it in terms of, an animated person like myself walking you through it, the video is going to be the right way to do it. If you rather like reading it all, you just click on that button and then go through to page where it's all nicely summarized for you what exactly is all involved. Now, talking of that, again, apart from the A to Z business development success system, that is all my training modules, you also will get access to all the tools inside the program. Tools such example like the Meeting Magic prep sheet, a tool that has proven hyper productive and highly effective in dealing with new people. Why? Because on a one sheet, you almost basically can learn how to read people and prepare for the meeting in a way that will boost your effectiveness and will lower self-sabotage. Because if you're not taking the time to do this, you're just going to walk in and just do what comes natural to you. But what comes natural to you will only work probably about 25% of the time. And therefore, you might miss out on 75% of business by just doing what comes natural to you. So don't do that. We know so much more now due to neuroscience and psychology and all sorts of other disciplines where we've basically measured things and we know what works and we know what doesn't. And so if you know this sort of information, you probably want to incorporate that into your approach so that you can work smarter, not just harder. You don't have to work 12 hours a day to do really well with business development. Another case study in point is a Canadian man who has had 14 months in a row of hyper productivity. Talking about budgets, he's basically hit his monthly budget by 14 months in a row, but exceeded it by 20 to 50% month to month. Now imagine now, that's huge growth. One salesperson, one advisor working on selling parts in wholesale and doing these sorts of phenomenal results. Well, guess what? He's banked the bonus checks for it because, of course, he earned it based on the hard work. And again, he's one of our business development accelerators. There's so many more people like it. And again, would love to see you also inside the program. Once again, Monday, we're inducting new members. Tonight, doors are closing at 11:59 p.m. ACDT, that's South Australian time. So we've got less than 10 hours left on the clock before the doors close. And so if you want to, build a great business, enjoy an amazing lifetime, make more money, free up time, have more freedom, that exactly is where you should be in. Thinking again, what else are you getting? Of course, the community. Because we're now onboarding people around the globe in our community, I firmly believe that this community, even though it's still, let's say, in early stages, because we've only been doing Business Development Accelerator now in this contemporary package for the last 9 months, it's obviously a community in the making. But having said that, there's already 110 people scheduled to come inside of it. And we're building it consistently from here onwards. And you can imagine the networking opportunities in a group of like-minded people that are all wanting to grow, wanting to scale, wanting to do better, wanting to make more money, wanting to, yes, spend more time with the family and loved ones, enjoy more freedom, have the things they want to have, do the things they want to do. And effectively, that sort of community is a really good place to be because it helps you to reach out for the next level. Because the last thing you want to do is keep where you are. When you keep where you are, you basically get stuck. You don't grow really. You don't reinvent yourself. You don't really make any important changes. And of course, if that's the case, you stagnate. And stagnation has never worked for any business. Every business that has gone places and has kept going there has always looked at ways to do better. And do better, do things differently, try things out. Never rest on your laurels. That is exactly what the Business Development Accelerator community is all about. It's people that keep growing, even though they're already on top of the game. They might already be a number one in their game. And in fact, one organization is the world's number one in the whole industry. They have already the first 14 people graduating next week. So next week, I'll have another post. And then on the 20th of April, they got another 10 odd people coming through the program. And so there is a lot of merit in what we do here. And that networking, international networking opportunities is exactly what our members get access to as well. So not only do they learn and grow, but they can also network with like-minded people and have the cheering and the positive energy and the great ideas and just celebrating good times together. All of this all happens within the community. So we got the tools, we've got the training, we've got also 10 weeks worth of coaching. And here's a really important one. This is probably, I'd say, one of the number one reasons why you would want to be part of this particular cohort of members. It is that you gain access to lifetime membership. Imagine now that once you come out of the 10 weeks, and by that time, you will already start seeing better results right on the back of your 10 weeks training and coaching journey. But then we also understand that life continues and more challenges will come your way. And as you grow and scale, you will meet new issues and problems that you have to face. And so that's when we have our lifetime members will have access to ongoing coaching in an online group format. And that is what we do monthly. And so imagine that you keep having this online coaching and you can have it for a lifetime because it's a lifetime membership. You might be in it for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and it's for a once-off investment today. Because today we're closing it down. We already have filled lots of spots already, and there's only a few spots left because we're capping it at strictly 30 organizations only. Now, whether that organization is a one-man band or a couple, or it is a group of 5, or it is a group of 1,000 or 10,000, it doesn't matter. We welcome everyone to the Business Development Accelerator community, but it is capped at strictly 30 lifetime members. Why? Because obviously it wouldn't be good business practice for us to keep training and coaching you for a lifetime without getting compensated for it. But we want to do it for the first 30 companies that are coming on board. And hopefully that's you too, because I can already say to you, once we are, let's say Monday, and when, by the way, the accelerator won't be open then, but let's just say once we're past midnight, there is no more lifetime memberships for grabs. And every single future member, whether again it's an individual or a large organization or anything in between, doesn't matter, they will have to pay for the ongoing membership and the ongoing community every single month, like any other subscription, like your phone, your Office 365, your your ERP systems, your HubSpots and whatever. You all pay a membership fee for that, and it's the same also for the accelerator moving forward after this particular final call. So today is really a good time to jump on board and grab one of the last few of the 30 spots that we've got available for the Business Development Accelerator. The other great bonus, which again is gold. Oh, by the way, if you, for example, would just look at the numbers based on lifetime membership, if you would be 10 years in it, it will cost you later on about $12,000 in terms of membership fees. 10 years is about worth $12,000 in Australian dollars. So that's a lot of money. And guess what? The membership right now is only $4,997 in Australian dollars, right? For a lifetime access. It's insane. It's absolutely incredible value. Why do we keep working with our clients that have hired us, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 2 years ago, and they keep coming back for more? It's because what we do makes a difference. People can measure it in their bottom line. They can measure it in their top line. They can measure it in their EBITDA. And so can you. So if you are looking for more money, more profit, more time, more freedom, and less worries, guess what? Business Development Accelerator might be the right fit for you. Again, check it out at branlagru.com/BD-ACC-open, and you basically get a good idea about what exactly is involved. There's a video on there where I'll walk you through everything that is involved. And there's also then 3 minutes into it, there's going to be a button popping up showing you learn more, where you can basically read everything then, one step at a time, and either or you can have a look at it that way. What else is involved? Let me just see. Oh yeah, the second great bonus, and again, this is worth gold, is a program for people that are looking to use more digital business development. And, I think especially people that are in a services-based business, you will really be challenged by both the business development and winning the work and delivery of the work. And that is always really a tricky balance to maintain. So especially for you, if you're trading time for money, either of yourself or your team, but even if you also sell products of some kind, especially if it's more complex solutions, this is also really important for you, this bonus. It's called Digital Business Development Formula. And it's a program that I've distilled where I've brought back everything that I've learned in the last 6 years in terms of digital marketing, digital online marketing, and so on and so forth, to help to see like how it can be injected into a business development approach to create more leads, the right leads, and create the right leads on demand. Because one of the top questions we had earlier in the week coming in from multiple people from around the world, Australia, US, and so on, was how can I speak to more people that could buy my product or service? Was a top question of people. And so that is a lead generation thing. How can you get in front of more of the right people? How can more people that could use your product or services learn about it? And how can you warm them up towards such a proposition? Well, this is all, let's say, lead gen related. Well, that bonus Digital Business Development Formula shows you exactly how you can use digital marketing inside your business development efforts to create the right leads on demand 24/7, making your life easier because suddenly you have to work less. All you got to do is once in a while is basically go on your phone, press a button, and it flips on and it starts creating your leads on demand. I shared already yesterday openly and transparently with you guys that since my marketing person and I have been playing around with a lot of different campaigns, plugged it in as our business development, let's say, efforts. And I can honestly say now that we are now getting people from anywhere really reaching out, wanting to do business with us and signing up for programs. And sometimes without me or anyone else for that matter, having to speak to them. Why? Because we found ways to use the digital world and plug it into our business development. So there's always room for traditional business development where you go to networking functions, where you use the phone to book meetings, where you do coffee meetings, where you do networking, where you use, where you develop centers of influences or referral partnerships and so on. They all got value, but there's only so much you can do within that time, and a lot of that is manual. It all requires time, your research time, your booking meetings, sitting down with people, doing your proposals, your quotes, and it takes time. I remember back in my consulting days, I would easily spend 10 hours worth of consulting time from start to finish before I would be able to convert a new corporate client. And that's only 10 hours. If you're more in the tender space, some of the tenders that my clients are doing, there amounts to millions of dollars, and one person even billions of dollars. And so if you think about this sort of scope, the more complex, the more time tends to go in long before you get the okay or the sign off. And if it doesn't crystallize, then of course all that time was in vain. It was all unproductive, unbillable, and wasted. And that is really sad when it happens. So I always endeavor to assist my clients in such ways that we can maximize the odds in their favor, and that we also say no to the wrong opportunities. Because if we do our work, our preliminary work in the early stages, in terms of the qualifying, if we do our work really well there, we know whether or not it's going to be worth our while to invest more time into it. Because if it isn't, you just want to pull back and reinvest your time somewhere else where it's going to pay off more. I'm going to share a quick story with you about a very technical organization that uses a lot of project managers, engineers, technicians and the likes. And they have been so successful as a result of the things that we've shared with them, that they are now converting 9 to 10 out of 10 tenders. So imagine you get asked to submit your proposal to help people in a very technical, very advanced, and very high value sort of environment. So we're talking about your hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, even that environment, and you almost convert every single one after another. These are the sorts of amazing results that we've been able to help our clients with right now. And they're not the only ones. They're not even an exception. A lot of our clients are getting these type of results. Now, of course, not everybody is the same. I have to say that also from a legality perspective. Some people do really well. Others are, definitely more than above average. But we've also seen it, for example, in big four accounting firms, people doing 20 to 30% more business in terms of conversions year on year, as long as they have been in the program. And so, again, this is stuff that really works. And it works for especially premium type products and services. The things where you could easily do cheaper, where you really need to know your value proposition, and where you need to find ways to bring it across in a way that is palatable for the receiver. Because if we speak too technical jargon and it is to a non-technical person, we obviously won't really translate that very well. And then people won't take it up because they're going to be confused. They won't necessarily know what to do. And that is the last thing you want to do. So you want clarity and people feeling comfortable. Clarity in people's mind, logically speaking, comfortable in their heart so that they feel okay too. So if you got the both of the ticks, you're creating buy-in. And that is what Business Development Accelerator is all about to do. So anyway, I've been rattling on for a little while, half an hour we're in it. Just a courtesy reminder that to go to the website, because tonight at 11:59 p.m. ACDT, the doors are closing, and that website that you now see on the screen, brownmcgrew.com/BD-ACC-open, won't be available anymore, and it will say you are too late. That is going to happen at midnight tonight. So make sure that you head over to that website, check out the video, read up also. Once you see the button, click on the button and it will take you through the whole summary of the program with all the bonuses. And the bonuses themselves, seriously, are already worth almost $25,000. But it's only capped or only reserved for the first 30 companies. Once we got that, and once tonight at midnight, we just close the doors and we will start with a new offering in the future, which won't include all those beautiful bonuses that I just said. And it will actually be a little bit more pricey compared to what we still got on today. So don't delay, go in there, make sure you head on it today before midnight in South Australia and sign up. We'd love to see you there. You will be then in the induction group on Monday and then learn like how we're going to do it all, where to go, where you get your login details, you get your disc assessment sent. We walk through it all. Then we start, let's say, the accelerator on the 20th of April. And from then onwards, it's just ongoing success and ongoing collaboration. So one more time, Money and Freedom. Closing today, Business Development Accelerator. Yes, go to www.brownlegru.com/BD ACC-open. That is Business Development Accelerator open. But again, closing tonight, so don't delay. Get over there, secure your $25,000 worth of bonuses and more, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. If you got any further questions or comments, I'll still be available today. Just post them below the videos, and I'll endeavor to get it back to you as soon as I can. Look forward to seeing you again soon. My name is Ram. Thanks for joining, and bye for now. Where is my cursor? Okay, got it. See you, everyone. Cheers.